Hello everyone, welcome to the cafe. My name is Nonpon, and I mainly make content and memes for PSO2 New Genesis. Since we're in a dry period for the game, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to find out who the strongest NGS content creator really is. And in doing so, I pitted 8 different content creators to combat each other until only one was left standing. Through the power of AI story writing, we were able to determine a victor. But before we start, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe since I make quality content weekly, and would love for you to be a part of it. Anyway, without any delay, enjoy the video. So what's happening? So, I have pitted 8 NGS content creators against each other in this bracket. The seeds were completely random. I did not pick the seeds. And I picked these 8 individuals to move on to maybe a second wave of brackets of people like this. And all of their fate will be determined by artificial intelligence. Alright. So, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary peoples, welcome to the first unofficial content creator death battle. You probably recognize a couple of these faces. If you don't, you might be living underneath a rock because these people are way bigger than me. But yes, on the left side, we have Rono Catastrophe, Kitsube, we have Fresh Dynamite, and Skull's Nightshade. On the right side, we have the Spooks himself, Kuropi, Chris, and Thrift. These seeds were completely random. I did not pick where they would be. This is kind of where they ended up. If it was up to me, I would make Rono and Skulls fight round 1, but that did not happen. And this is how it is right now. Alright. So, we are going to start with Rono versus Kitsube. Now, before I get into the story, there are a couple of rules. The rules are simply that each person needs to land 3 hits. 3 hits in order to win. We fix truck in here. That's one word. Okay, let's recap here. Rono, the protag himself, has the power of Truck-kun and friendship. He wields multiple weapons, I'll put an S right here, depending on which world he isekais in. Kitsube has animal-like reflexes and is very nimble. She also has insane luck and happened to get a rugged bow. Both enter the arena, sizing each other up. They both knew that the victor this round would move on to match 2. They readied their weapons and started to fight. The battle between Rono and Kitsube lasted for 1 hour, with her getting injured several times but always managing to get back up. She was finally forced to use a magic spell to take out his right arm before she could finish him off. That's 1 hit for Kitsube. 1 hit for Kitsube. Let's move on here. With can't talk. Rono looked at her with a grin as he got up. "I'll be seeing you soon," he said. "You better," she said, then ran away quickly. As she did, a blue mist formed around her body. Wait, guys, you have to fight inside the arena. You can't leave. You need to come back here. Hold on. Wait a minute. As it cleared, Kitsu's eyes were glowing a bright green color. Her hair changed from black to a dark red and grew longer until her head came to view. It was also more voluptuous, and her tail was now purple instead of white. What is this? Dragon Ball is... What is going on? Kitsu's getting some Dragon Ball levels. Hold on. Kitsu took out her bow and fired at Rono, hitting him dead center in the chest. The blue mist vanished, and the wound healed immediately. "Ha! I win," said Kitsu triumphantly and walked away. Alright, so I'm not really going to count that as a hit because apparently... Does that count? She fired a bow at Rono, hitting him dead center in the chest, but then the blue mist vanished and the wound healed immediately. Okay, maybe she's just doing some friendly fire stuff. We'll count that as a hit. Maybe she's not trying to kill Rono here. Okay, maybe she's just trying to be, a little merciful. Right? Okay, let's keep going. So 2 hits. 2 hits for Super Saiyan Kitsu. Keep going. Currently just stared at Kitsu, retreating back, trying to figure out what just happened. The next match between Chrono and Hane. Wait, what the? Who is this character? Hold on. Wait a minute. Nah, we're gonna pretend this part didn't work here. Hold on. I'm gonna pretend this is Kitsu right here. Hold on. Can I re-add Kitsu? Fucking AI. Okay. I'm just gonna delete this part right here. The two of them from the middle of the arena looking at each other. Kitsu wore a black bodysuit and carried a sword. Chronos was wearing a white robe and carried a staff. Two of them circled each other, sizing each other up. Kitsu was the first to attack. We'll add that to Kitsu. I'm gonna save all of this, by the way. I'm gonna save all of this. Every time when they say Hane, who is Hane? Some kind of Kitsu familiar. Hold on. Alright, let's keep going. Kitsu was the first to attack. Chrono moved to the block in the incoming blade and grabbed Kitsu by the throat. What are you doing? Kitsu yelled in surprise. That's one hit for Chrono. One hit for Chrono. Okay. I'm gonna end your life here and now, Chrono said grimly. 2-1. Please don't do this, Kitsu pleaded. Chrono squeezed harder and laughed. I can crush your windpipe to death like this. Kitsu coughed, choking. That's 2-2. 2 for Kitsu. 2 for Chrono. Kitsu coughed, choking. But why? Because I want you to suffer. Kitsu tried to push them away, but Chronos was much stronger than she expected. She felt a sharp pain in her neck as Chronos cut through her windpipe. Alright. So, round number 2 will be against Fresh Dynamite, who's kind of a newer content creator here, and Skull's Nightshade. What, it's gonna read it like a comic book, apparently. Let me do my best Skull's impression. Hold on. Hello, everyone. I am Skull's leader, Skull said as she walked out her camp. Skull's had long hair, which was blue, which isn't true. She wore a black dress that showed off some skin on her chest area. That is canon. That is completely canon. That is true. That part is actually true. This bot knows what it needs to look at. It clearly wasn't looking at the hair, but I understand. Skull had green eyes and dark blue lips. She held a staff of stone. Dynamite. I am Dynamite. I'm here to show you how strong we really are. Remember, whoever gets 3 hits win. Dynamite said out of his camp with his army of cats. Dynamite, long white hair flowed down his back. He wore a top hat on his head. He had red eyes and pink lips. The two leaders faced each other. Let the match begin, Skull said as she raised her staff into the air. Dynamite did the same. The two then charged at each other. I think it's gonna be an easy win for Dynamite, Skull thought to herself, but soon she realized this would not be that easy. As they ran towards each other, Skulls turned around and grabbed onto a tree branch. Dynamite kept running and jumped up to grab Skull's staff. Skulls quickly dropped it, and Dynamite caught it. He then swung it around and hit Skulls hard. That's 1 hit for Dynamite. Skulls fell on the ground. Skulls got back up and went towards Dynamite. He then pulled out a dagger from his boot. Skulls quickly dodged his attack, but was slashed by him anyway. That's 2 hits for Dynamite. 2 hits, 0 hits for Skulls. Ouch, that hurt! Skulls yelled out loud. Dynamite looked down and saw blood coming out of her arm. Skulls charged at Dynamite again, but before she could reach him, he kicked her away. Well, let's see what else happens. Okay, so that's a clean 3-0, but let's just see what else happens here, just for the hell of it. Ugh! Skulls landed on the ground with a thud. Her body felt so sore. She wanted to get back up, but she couldn't. Well, looks like I won after all. Holy shit, bruh! Dynamite with his armies of cats completely destroyed Skulls. Not even close. Not even 1 hit. Catboy Meow Meow won. Alright. Let me see. What can I write? I know what I can write for Spooks. Spooks is pretty easy since he's a ghost. That's pretty easy. But for Kuropi, I'm thinking of like a villain. Let's reread this. Kuropi is a very smart man. He's also very cunning and has a plan for anything. When you think you have him in the corner, you already fell for his trap. Kuropi is a mastermind and will beat anyone at chess. Kuropi can fly. Spooks is a ghost that has the power of cartoon animation. I mean, have you seen his point redeems? Homie looking like an Acme cartoon with Wile E. Coyote falling down the pit. He has teleportation to be on either side of the screen and takes countless hits to the head by being bonked. Because of this, any hits to Spook's head will not count. The first thing they did was take turns hitting each other with their fist. Neither of them had any problem fighting dirty. They were both ready to go at it until they realized this wasn't the best idea. Alright, I'm not going to count that as a hit for either one. Let's keep going. So they decided to go at each other's weaknesses. Kuropi ran over the Spook's left leg and began to punch him there while he stood up. Spooks quickly moved back to avoid any more damage. I don't have any legs. AI bot says you have legs. Alright, Kuropi gets one hit. This is all canon lore now. This is all canonical. What you thought was canonical to you is not canonical anymore. Kuropi kept going after him, while Spooks went for Kuropi's arms. Kuropi continued to hit him as hard as he could. Kuropi was getting tired of all the punches, but still wouldn't let up. Didn't he hit him as hard as he could? I'm gonna count that as nothing. Alright, let's keep going here. He punched my non-existent leg? Yes. Spooks now tried to get some rest. I'm gonna sleep, said Spooks, while lying down on the ground. Kuropi then grabbed Spooks by his hair and threw him into the hair. Spooks, why? Get your head into the game, Spooks! Why are you sleeping? Spooks, get your head in the game! What do you mean you're gonna sleep? This is a battle! To the death! Are you even trying? Alright, 2 hits for Kuropi. He flew about 20 feet before landing on the ground. Both men were panting and exhausted. They both were in a desperate state. Both went for each other's necks. After a few minutes of battling each other, one took control of the other's neck and used it to choke the life of... Wait, headshot don't count? Actually, you're right. Nope, you're right. It's actually 1-0. Nope. Headshot don't count. It's actually 1-0. Because I'm going to count as your hair as part of your head. So we're going to do 1-0. And thus the battle ended with no victor. They both just laid there, dead on the floor. Neither of them could move anymore. The referees came over and noticed the two were completely dead. I know what I can do here. Hold on, we'll bring him back. Hold on. I know what we can do here. We'll do a 50-50. Alright. So, heads. Spooks somehow comes back from the dead and wins. Tails, Kuropi comes back from the dead and lives. Alright, here we go. Heads is Spooks, Kuropi is Tails. And the winner is Kuropi! Oh my god! Oh my god, crazy! Ah! So, moving on to round 4. We have Chris versus Thrift. I'm ready, said Thrift. Chris was about to say something when he noticed Thrift had no clue how to hold a gun. You can't shoot if you don't have hands. Okay. Alright, said Thrift. Chris took out his phone and recorded Thrift getting schooled like by a baby. Once it was done, Chris put the phone away. After watching Thrift being taught how to handle a gun, Chris showed him how to shoot. I need you guys to fight each other. I need you to stop being friends. I need you to stop showing Thrift how to shoot a gun. I need you two to fight each other. This is a battle to the death, and you guys are not fighting to the death. Everyone's upset. Now, please, fight each other. So because I can't find a way for either of you to attack each other, I'm moving both Thrift and Chris as a duo in round 2. Because no matter how many times I try to make you two fight each other, you wouldn't do it. So now, Chris and Thrift are now partners. Anyway, we have Chrono against Fresh Dynamite. I don't know who you are, but if you want to defeat me, then come at me. Dynamite taunts as they keep their distance from Chrono. They both take out their weapons, as Chrono rushes them with his sword. Die and rot in hell, you trash, Chrono says as he swings down with all his might. Dynamite dodges the attack while taking the hit. Chrono keeps trying to strike him. So I'm going to count that as 1 hit for Chrono. He got 1 hit on Dynamite. Let's keep going here. Dynamite takes a moment to look around the area, then jumps into the air. Chrono follows suit and does the same. Both of them begin to spin in midair. Chrono continues to swing at him as he tries to dodge it, but Dynamite manages to dodge most of them. Chrono begins to get annoyed that he can't land a single blow. Going here. He keeps on swinging at him as he flies higher. Chrono gets frustrated and hits him with all his might. He's surprised when he lands a hit because he had expected that he wouldn't even receive one. Alright, technically, I don't know, is Dynamite throwing? I don't know, I feel like Dynamite's like, just trying to... Hold on. Dynamite did 3-0 skulls. We'll see what happens here. Let's see what happens after this. Let's see. Dynamite just watches him run right past him. Chrono quickly turns around and starts running at Dynamite again. And so one way to use up all my attempts here. Dynamite ends up dodging again, and Chrono tries to strike him once more, but misses. You're getting better at dodging my attacks, but I'm still gonna make you pay for your crimes. Chrono growls as he charges forward. Dynamite doesn't have any time to react before he gets hit by Chrono's sword. Chrono takes a step back and tries to think of another way to beat him. Well, that's okay, Chrono, because he won. Oh. Dynamite, what are you doing? Get your head in the game. What are you doing? You're just dodging attacks. You're not doing nothing. Thrifts with Thrift and Chris together, I guess, technically, because they won't fight each other no matter how hard I try. Yeah, we'll just do that. I don't know. Here we go. Oh, this works here. The two begin fighting. They both use their powers at once. Chris reached a giant fist and hits Kuropi in the face. Kuropi dodges it and uses his claw to grab Chris by her neck. Okay. Chris' preferred pronouns is she/her. Alright, so I'm going to count that as 1-1 for Chris, which is technically 2 people, and Kuropi. Very weird that Chris gets a giant fist, though. Let's move on here. Get out of here, I don't want to see you. Then grabs her by her legs and throws her up the side of the arena. It flies after her and tries to cut them off from escaping. I'm not going to count that as a hit. We'll keep going. Let's see. However, Kuropi manages to use its wings to stop the attack. Giving Kuropi flight was the best thing I've ever done. Your turn, Kuropi says, and then begins fighting again. Chris creates another fist that hits Kuropi in the head. Well, if only that was Spooks, that wouldn't count, but that's Kuropi. Okay, so 2 for Chris, and then 1 for Kuropi. Kuropi uses its wings to dodge it. In return, it cuts off one of Chris' arms. Both have gained a significant amount of blood lost. You're good, but I'm better. Alright, we are down to 2-2 for Chris and Kuropi. Who will be the winner? Both are about to give up when the announcer hears, "That's all for today, we'll see you for tomorrow." I'm not giving up. Not now. Chris shouts while struggling against Kuropi. Oh yes he will, Kuropi says, as he grabs Chris and pins her down. It's time to finish this. They both continue to fight while the announcer keeps talking. Alright, I'm gonna count that as another hit for Kuropi there. So, unfortunately, the duo here, this abomination that would never fight each other, is going to go down here. And then we have Kuropi versus Rono. Alright. They're both on their feet. This looks like it'll be an easy win, says Chrono. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I'm gonna destroy you first. Assuming Kuropi said that. Or maybe Kuropi too. The battle begins. Kuropi throws a spear at Chrono, who dodges it by flying away. He then hits Kuropi with another spear, but Kuropi jumps up and flies high to avoid the attack. He then uses his tail. Apparently Kuropi has a tail now. He then uses his tail to hit Chrono with a whip. Chrono falls down to the ground and loses his weapon. That's one hit for Kuropi. Yeah, sorry, Kuropi 1 and Kuropi 2. It's getting to my head. Alright, so Kuropi has 1 hit. Chrono has 0. Both of them are using all their strength and skills to win this fight. Kuropi comes back and tries to throw a spear at Chrono again, but Chrono sees it coming and flies upward in the air. He grabs Kuropi's head with his hand and slams it against the wall behind him. That's 1 hit for Chrono. 1-1. 1 for Chrono. 1 for Kuropi. He then brings Kuropi to close his mouth. Kuropi screams out in pain. You really thought this was gonna work? He yells. Chrono smirks and replies, I didn't think so. He then punches Kuropi in the face and sends him flying across the room. Both opponents get up and prepare for another intense fight. Both of them starting off strong by throwing spears at each other. Why are you throwing so many spears at each other? Regardless, another hit for Chrono. 2 for Chrono. 1 for Kuropi. Chrono wins and throws a spear at Kuropi. Kuropi then hits Chrono with a spear, which hurts him. Then Chrono hits Kuropi with another spear. Hello? Hello? Wait, hey. There's another spear at Kuropi. Kuropi then hits Chrono with a that would be GG. That would be GG. Let's see what happens next, though. Hold on. Is Chrono the winner? I'll put Chrono down as the winner, but I want to see how the story ends. Both competitors get up and prepare for the next round of fighting. This round ends in a draw. The two move on to the next round of fights. Both of them prepare to throw more spears at each other. Yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen. Unfortunately, there's no friendship in the death battle. So... this means that the protag / villain himself is the winner of the first PSO2 NGS content creator fight. Congratulations. Congratulations, Chrono. I will announce the winners on Twitter later. Welcome to the cafe. Yeah, welcome on in. Welcome on in, guys. Thank you all for coming. This is a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. Congrats to Chrono. Congrats.